So Blessman will come on, one of the top ranked players in 2023. He now came at number 21, ESPN's second 2023 rankings. KJ Lewis, how you doing, man?
Good, and you?
Pretty good. Well, this has been a wild past summer for you. COVID affected a lot of guys, but for you, it really overall helped you boost your stock. This past summer was huge for you, pulling in offers, but just sitting right now, seeing yourself ranked, sitting with all these offers. What's it feel like to be in your shoes right now?
It's still like kind of unreal. Like it doesn't even feel like yesterday happened. But I'm very blessed and humble. I'm grateful for the opportunity of the summer that this past summer brought, and I'm just ready to keep improving and move forward.
Yesterday, when you saw that ranking come in, were you aware that you might be ranked? Did you hear any rumors about that, or did that kind of come in completely as a shock and surprise to you?
So, you know who Ron is?
Hmm.
Ron Holland. So that's my boy. So he called me like 7 o'clock in the morning. He was like, "It's like you see the list." I'm like, "The ESPN." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You on it?" I'm like, "Bro, it's too early like to play with me right now, bro. Stop playing." He's like, "Go look," and I looked. And it was crazy, but he's the first one who brought it to my attention.
Hmm. Now, Texas has always been loaded state. You guys are one of the better states in the country. But now, especially this 2023 class, you got you, Tyler, Ron in there right now. Cam was formerly ranked in there, probably will be in there again sometime. I mean, you guys just have a ton of guys ranked. Jacoby's another big time guy. How special is this 2023 Texas class?
Honestly, I think the Texas 2023 class is probably like I think the best 2020 like three class in the United States. Honestly, all the guys you mentioned, those my boys. We've been playing against each other and with each other for a while now, and I think we just some dogs. Texas is different. Like the state of Texas basketball is just different.
And rankings don't necessarily mean everything, but what does matter is pulling those offers and go to the next level. And that's where we see about 20 or more guys from Texas that have D1 offers right now. You just see all this talent, though. What's like just seeing you guys continue to achieve the ultimate goals you guys had as kids dreaming about?
Um, for me personally, it's again a blessing and humbling, especially to see because I'm a loving dude. Like I got a kind heart, so to see my boys get offers just like me, it's an amazing feeling. And you never know what could happen in the future. We could be like end up at the same school, so I think it's a good feeling.
That's where I want to touch up on next. And all guys that feel like today's game that really like to team up with each other, play with their friends, if that's in high school, a prep level kind of scenario, AAU, even college. Are there guys you talked about that? Is there someone that you talked to that you could see yourself playing with at the high school, AAU, or even college level?
So me, Ron, Cam, Jacoby, and Keller, we talk about it all the time.
Mhm.
Um, I think it's really possible for us to team up in AAU and possibly in college, and I think it'd be scary.
Who do you say is kind of fits you best play style wise?
Ooh, I think Ron, me and Ron, because we both got that dog mentality. And we came from nothing, and we have to work for where we at right now. And I think us two would probably be a good duo in college.
No doubt. Well, let's get in this recruiting process. Your first offer came in this past summer. You tap in. Now you've added on a lot more schools. But take us to that first offer. You find out that they're going to offer you. Take us to your reaction and what it was like that day.
Um, I was really excited because UTEP is a hometown school where I'm at El Paso, so it's in the backyard. Um, it gave me a lot of comfort because like I was seeing all my friends get offers. I was like, my time's coming, so I had to talk to my mom about it. So it was real humbling, and it made me feel like somebody like believed in me, like believed in my game, and so that's how I felt.
Staying home for some guys is really big. The thing that hometown hero kind of personality is something that I know guys like. And you have UTEP, you have Houston, TCU, A&M. You have a few different Texas schools involved in you right now. How big of a factor would that be? Would being staying semi close to home, staying in Texas factor into your recruiting at all?
Yeah, most definitely because I'm a family person, and it's me and my mom and my sister, and so the to stay close to home for them to come see my games is big.
Mhm. Let's go into some of those schools. TCU is another big one. We know that it's always a solid Big 12 school, Power Five. Take us through them and what you like about TCU.
Um, I like how the coach explained to me the program, talked about the school. He also talked to me about what I need to work on and what he liked about my game. And another big part is I'm in Dallas all the time for summer, and
Mm-hmm.
so I get to see the campus a lot. It's a beautiful campus, and it's close. It's close to home.
A&M is another school that really is on the rise. They're constantly putting out successful teams. But overall, that program, what do you like about them and the coaching staff?
The grit. Talking to the coaching staff, they say they got an underdog mentality.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, they work hard, and I think I'm that type of dude. I'm an underdog. I feel like, and I have that grit, and so I feel like me and the program connect in that way.
A school is not in Texas, but still semi-close is Arizona State, and they're constantly on the rise too. Coach Hurley's been incredible with what he's done there, and this is one of the more special teams ASU's ever had. And they have two guys that are superstar freshmen, Marcus Bagley and Jay Gupp. Jay Gupp especially is a guy that you kind of play a lot like in terms of being more explosive, athletic, and score at a high clip. What do you like about ASU and how they're kind of developing a guy like Jay Gupp this year?
It's guard you over there. That's what they stand on is guard heavy. They spread the offense and let as you say, Josh Christopher do what he got to do, and you can see in his game it fixed their system. And again, I would have no problem going to Arizona State. It's still close to home, and
Mm-hmm.
I love the program.
Another school is back home in Texas, and that's Houston. And they are a mid-major label, but they are a pretty big school, and they have a lot of NBA players from there. They're on the rise too. What about Houston and is going to potential mid-major something that you're okay with?
Um, Yeah, most definitely. Because I feel like they don't play like a mid-major team. You see
Mhm.
them compete with like the Texas Techs they just recently beat a few weeks ago. Um, when they get to the tournament, they turn it on, and I feel like they can compete at the highest level with the highest schools like Kentucky's and the Dukes. So I wouldn't have no problem with it.
Eventually, you're gonna probably start getting reached out to by some of the more blue bloods when that really gets heavily in. If some of those schools start reaching out to you, is a blue blood something that you'd like to go to? Is that something that would interest you?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like any kid who like really loves basketball would love to get recruited by a blue blood. I feel like it's a dream come true to anybody who plays basketball. So yeah, I would love to get recruited by some blue bloods.
Coach can't necessarily call you right now, but from what you're hearing from different people, who else are really showing interest in you? Are there any other coaches and schools that have been reaching out about you?
Purdue. I talked to Purdue. I talked to SFA. I talked to New Mexico State. Uh, St. John's.
Hmm.
And that's it so far on the interest. Oh, UCLA too.
Absolutely. Well, let's go into your high school season. And right now, you guys are off to a fast start, undefeated to start the season. You're averaging 22.3 a game, nearly 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, and a block. Really filling up the stat sheet, but just getting back on that court, playing high school basketball again. How's it feel?
Uh, Man, I love it. Anytime I can hoop, man, it's the best feeling to me. I'm a competitive dude, so I'm just ready to go at it. Whoever's laced up against me.
Last year you came in as a freshman, and a lot of guys would see your stats, and that doesn't really look like freshman numbers. You have a 17-6, 3-3, 26-6 record. How are you able to come into high school and be so confident and so comfortable right away?
Just the work I put in the off season or in the summer, trusting my game, being confident in it, and just do what I got to do to be at where I'm at right now, and to keep improving because the ceiling's the limit.
It's an early sample size, but all your numbers have increased a ton so far. What was the biggest thing when you heard about COVID? You had to go into lockdown. What was the biggest things you wanted to work on from your freshman season to improve on by the time you step foot for your sophomore year?
My shooting ability, because I feel like a lot of people didn't believe I could shoot at a high level. So put in a bunch of reps and shots, off the dribble pull ups, everything with like shooting mechanics, ball handling. I feel like I had to tighten my handle up a little bit, and that's really it for the most part.
We've talked about the large scale, and that's Texas for you, but you truly are living in El Paso, and that's where you kind of are a player for right now. They're not as rich as history in terms of basketball producing talent. And right now, you're on track to become one of the better, if not the best player from that area. To kind of have that pressure, know that you have the potential of achieving that, what does that mean to you?
Um, Again, it's a blessing. It's hard to put into words because I feel like El Paso, they have talent. It's hard to get like noticed because maybe some kids don't have like the resources to get out like I did. But it's a blessing. It's a great city. The people here are amazing. I feel like it's a family bond in the city. Um, so I love it.
You weren't originally from El Paso. You moved out here about a year and a half ago now. Well, when did that move?
Um, so my mom, she played at UTEP, and
Mhm.
then she was an assistant coach at UTEP. And so the my head coach and my mom were best friends in college. So she brought the idea to me, and I trusted him with my game and what he can do as a coach. He's basically family, and right now I think he's doing a pretty good job of coaching me.
I read somewhere that he talked about you, and he's coached another one of the better players that come out of El Paso before. He said you guys are completely different players, both special in your own ways, but you're a guy that truly cares all about winning. You study film a ton. You're just constantly learning your leadership skills. Take us through your off the court work and how you prepare for games.
So like he said, I break down a lot of film, and I feel like not too many kids do that at my age. So I got a old school mindset for the game. Um, I break down the best players' tendencies and try to make them do something they're uncomfortable with. And I don't know, it's just something I don't want to say is like I feel like you have to be born with it. I don't know. It's just the love I have for the game is unreal.
Now, watching film, as you said, is something I know not a lot of kids do. They usually wait to the NBA or college when they start having to. Is that something that you just knew that you had to start doing it and you kind of made yourself do it? Or you truly just love breaking down film, watching over the games again?
I think I just truly love like breaking down the film and like seeing what I got to work on. That's most definitely like one of the biggest influences on watching film to see where I can like how can I get to my spots and what I can do to be a better offensive player and defensive player and to help the team win.
When you're in your situation, you're in a place that you're playing solid time, but maybe not the best, and you have these kind of numbers, they look great, and it's hard to find too many weaknesses in your game. But over the first four games so far, what have you personally noticed that you might want to work on and improve on by the end of the season?
Um, I feel like my leadership, helping my guys pick their heads up or not getting in their own head after missing a shot or after turning the ball over, adjusting to the refs or the calls that they make, and so I feel like the mental part of my game, that's what I need to work on.
I want to talk about your body a little bit. You're 6'3", you're 200 pounds. That's not an easy body to grow into at such a young age. How have you grown into that?
I'm not gonna lie, it hurts. It hurts. Just getting. I feel like I got the best trainer in Texas. I feel like my trainer. I come in every day for treatment. He tells me what I need to do or puts me through like a little stretching routine, ice. So it's getting better. I'm going through a growth spurt right now. So
Mhm.
it's just I don't know. I gotta eat right and do everything to keep my body active, healthy.
You may not be the tallest guy, but 200 pounds, and that's a lot of muscle on you. How have you been able to develop that quickly? Because a lot of guys take it until college, maybe even in some guys pros, to really start being able to add on the muscle and play with that muscle. How have you grown into that?
I feel like it's my mom. I feel like she impacted it most. Doing 100 push-ups a night, sit-ups, lifting. Um, I feel like I gotta thank my mom for the muscle.
And you also, we know you're one of the best, more athletic guards in the country. You're constantly throwing down big time dunks. How have you learned to be able to incorporate your athleticism into games?
I feel like just seeking the moment or like when I need to like jump higher or like when I need to be more athletic than my opponent. Um, the timing I feel like or like when is the right time to do it. It just comes natural. I feel like it's something you don't think about.
Have you always been athletic? Have you had to work to get a lot more athletic? Or when did you really start being able to use your athleticism in games?
Uh, I have I have not been always athletic. I feel like I started like getting my athleticism probably like sixth, seventh grade, maybe. Um, that's really it. It's all natural. I ain't do workouts or nothing. It just came sixth, seventh grade, and until now.
You talk about your mom, and you have grown up in a basketball environment. Your mom, you said, played and coached college basketball. Your sister grew up playing basketball. What's it been like growing up in this basketball family?
I mean, I love it. I love it. It's so competitive. Like I feel like me, my mom, and my sister, we don't have like the average like son, mother, brother, sister relationship.
Mhm.
We're always trying to compete with each other. I feel like it helps me become great or like want to be great, being in a competitive family.
You may not be direct family, but you have played now for John Lucas's team. And that's where you run for your AAU time. And we know, is an NBA coach. He's been a historic NBA figure. What's it just been like kind of having him in your life and just kind of seeing and learning from his program?
He's a great mentor. I feel like he's one of the reasons I am where I am today, being on the list. He helped my game grow a lot. Um, um, I can't thank him enough for what he's done for me in the past summer. He gave me a lot of advice, and I'm real grateful for it.
There's not many better minds you could talk to about basketball and help you. What's some of the things he shared with you? What's some of the biggest advice and pieces he's given you over this past summer?
Don't be afraid and stay aggressive, be confident. Um, and the mental aspect of the game is probably the biggest aspect of basketball, he said. So if you stay out your own head, you should be fine.
No doubt, man. Well, a few more things before I let you go. One is discussing legacy. I think that's something that all guys want to do. So when you are done playing basketball someday, what do you ultimately want to be remembered for? What do you want your legacy to be for what you do both on and off the court?
For on the court, for how hard I play, and for being known as a two-way player. Because I love defense. I feel like defense is real slept on in this era because everybody sees like the
Mhm.
James Hardens and Kevin Durant score, but my defense and how hard I work. And for off the court, I feel like just being a inspiring person. Telling helping the kids who grew up like me, telling them like chase your dreams because dreams do come true if you work hard enough for them, and just try to inspire the younger generation.
Absolutely, man. Well, appreciate you taking time to come on today, and I look forward to see what God got next for you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Of course, you're always welcome on, man. God bless.
Yes, sir. You too.